All right, guys, doing a quick video on rounding your follower. You'll see that what could happen, we haven't seen it in prototype or in the first few batches, but what we're seeing a few people have is when it's full, that is just catching either right there on that edge or on that edge. And we had seen it, sorry, we had seen it in the beginning, but it was very, very, very infrequent. But I think maybe what happened is the newer mags, this edge is sharper. I had a customer send me his and I rounded them for him. And this edge was a lot sharper, so it was also making it more likely to snag. So we're just gonna go ahead and show you. So we're a file over here, and this is the 12 round mag. So same body, same everything, but you'll notice the follower is much different. So if you went and put this follower in here, it would never snag, but these ones have sharper edges. And so it's not a deal breaker. It's not gonna kill your functionality if you're rounding these spots off. So I also have a smaller file here. I'll try to get close to the camera and move the gun out so it's not getting all the little shavings. But basically, I am just gonna hit this sharp edge. You can see that. And I'm just gonna round it over. So when this comes in contact with the metal base pad edge, it doesn't snag, because all it's hanging up on is that tiny little piece, sometimes the front. And so I'm gonna show you that, both of those, and then we're gonna go ahead and load it real quick, but it's not a ton that needs to be done. And what I've done to customers that have this issue is if they send it in because they don't feel comfortable taking a little sandpaper or a little file to it, then I just do this. I put it all back together. I load it up. If it doesn't snag the 3, 4, 5 times that I load it to capacity, then we call it good. But yeah, we're just gonna do a little teeny, and then in the end, we'll go grab a new follower and show you the differences. But I'm just gonna talk while I file, I guess. If you're not seeing this issue, that's great. It's both. It's the follower, the +4. So the +4 lets that follower go past. That's how it's getting the +4, and then when it comes back, once you spend a round or two, it might get caught right there if those edges are rounded to be able to just glide past. So boom, and it's also sometimes easier to do this. Just put your file on the ground and just rub the edge on there, but I'm trying to get up close for you guys to see that. You can also use a Dremel. If it's powered, you're gonna take material off a lot faster. It's gonna tend to melt. So that's why you don't need much. All right, we're gonna try that. Gonna try to get you guys in focus here. That's what we're looking at. I'll clean it up. And then sometimes to clean it, if it's got little hanging pieces, you can take a sharp edge and just scrape it, and those little hanging pieces will go away. I'm not too worried about them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit. You'll see this front has a little teeny bit from the factory. Dang, I cannot get that to focus, but not enough. Not enough if it gets snagged on that those mating surfaces just aren't mating up exact, so. It's almost just like hold the file at a 45 to the edge and then rock it back and forth, slide it back and forth. Here we are. It's a little bit up front, wrong blade. Sorry if I got off camera here. I'm taking the spring out. This is our +4 spring. If you find your spring is not, once your spring gets compressed from factory, if you find it's not long enough, grab one of those springs on our site. Now we're just gonna go ahead and assemble this back together. Might as well show you guys that. If you have the Gen 1, it doesn't have the hole in the back. The Gen 2 has a little hole, just making removal easier. You do want to make sure you get the plate on the back, and then just line up those grooves. I take the black, sorry, gotta go off camera. I take this black spring plate out. It's not technically necessary. On the Gen 1s, it's nicer to be able to take it apart to leave that black piece in there. But on the Gen 2s with the hole, you can lift up with that, and so it's not super, it's not needed. All right, we are just gonna, there we go. Push it in all the way. Should only show a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and load it up. Let me grab some rounds. Alright, got some rounds here. Just set the files off because we may still need to file more. I might do this in fast motion. So. +17 +4 +4 1 2 3 4. I like to just, when I'm testing these to see if it's going to catch, I like to beat the mag around a little bit, beat the mag up, just as if it was in my holster and going through my day. What you're gonna do is just, if on these first 4 rounds it snags, then you didn't do it enough. Take a little bit more off the follower and start again. So it'll only be on the first rounds because now the follower's right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put these 4 back in. Boom, boom, boom. And again, this is only necessary if you've noticed it snagged, but it's not a bad thing to do just so that it won't snag. So, boom, boom. And if I bang it that way, it's more likely to snag, but it did not. I'll even take out 5. So it looks like that was enough. So let's go ahead and do this one last time for the camera and then take it apart and show you the differences on the follower. How little we took off and how it's not going to compromise anything you're doing. So do it that way. Let's do it that way. 2, 3, 4. We are good. We're golden, guys. This is not snagging. That's 3. Again, you can test it as many times as you like. But I find 4-ish times, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and take this apart. Let's see. Add another follower here. Just trying to see if I rounded that one. I rounded that one. I did not round that one, but it's very dirty and it's like the Gen 1 mags. It's a different color. So I'll grab a brand new mag. Okay, guys, we're going to show you all 3 of those there. We've got a 15 round mag here. Super rounded. We've got a rounded by me just now in the video follower here, and then we've got an OEM untouched, unused follower right there at the back. So trying to show that to you guys. It's not a lot, it's just that sharp edge and that sharp edge on the back. All right, guys, so that is the rounding, the slight rounding. Really, it's just it's not de-chamfering, it's chamfering the edge just a little bit, or rounding the edge so it doesn't snag. If you're still having issues, reach out on our support. You can put your email in, your order number, and everything you can, so that we can take care of you quicker, help you get the right video, this video, to make this adjustment. So thanks guys for watching, and wish you the best. Thanks.